Deadpool, the notorious Merc with a mouth, breaks the fourth wall from the opening scene, acknowledging his improbable return after the rights to his character were resolved following Disney's acquisition of Fox. From the outset, Deadpool's irreverent tone shines as he mocks Marvel Studios for trusting him with yet another movie, and he sarcastically dismisses concerns about Logan's fate in Logan, 2017. According to Deadpool, Wolverine isn't actually dead, his regenerative healing factor simply prevents it. Determined to enlist Logan for a high-stakes mission, Deadpool sets out to dig up Wolverine's grave, only to find himself in a comedic series of missteps. His goal isn't clear initially but is hilariously juxtaposed with his usual quips about the futility of resurrecting cinematic franchises for profit. The catalyst, TVA interruption. Before Deadpool can act further, the Time Variance Authority, TVA, intervenes. They accuse Deadpool of disturbing the sacred timeline, citing various time travel escapades from previous movies as violations. Paradox, a TVA official with villainous undertones, informs Deadpool that his timeline is in jeopardy due to the death of Logan, who is revealed to be an anchor being a key figure holding his universe's fabric together. Without Logan alive, Deadpool's reality will collapse within days. Deadpool's dilemma is clear: find a way to bring Wolverine back to life or watch his universe fade into oblivion. Paradox suggests Deadpool abandon his failing reality and join the sacred timeline, Marvel Cinematic Universe, but Deadpool, unwilling to let go of his world, defiantly refuses. Searching for Logan, Deadpool embarks on a multiversal journey, using stolen TVA tech to locate a living version of Wolverine. The montage captures various encounters across timelines, including humorous run-ins with alternate versions of Wolverine, such as a comic-accurate yellow-suited version and even a younger Hugh Jackman parody. Each iteration, however, falls short of the rugged and iconic Logan Deadpool remembers. One sequence highlights Deadpool's chaotic antics as he disrupts major events across timelines. From battling alien invasions to surviving awkward confrontations with alternate Marvel heroes, these moments underscore his desperation and trademark humor. The real Logan. Finally, Deadpool stumbles upon a grizzled, reluctant Wolverine in a gritty dystopian timeline. This Wolverine, living in isolation, has long given up on heroism. Their meeting is as explosive as expected, with Logan initially dismissing Deadpool as an annoying pest. But Deadpool's plea, interwoven with emotional appeals about the stakes for their shared universe, gradually convinces Wolverine to join him. The unlikely duo sets out to stop Paradox, who has begun constructing a device called the Time Ripper, designed to accelerate Deadpool's universe's collapse. Logan, now back in action, delivers brutal takedowns while begrudgingly tolerating Deadpool's wisecracks. Paradox's plan. Paradox's motivations unfold as Deadpool and Logan infiltrate TVA headquarters. He seeks to replace the TVA's leadership, using Deadpool's collapsing universe as proof of the TVA's inefficiency. Paradox's vision involves restructured multiversal management, one where pruning timelines is done without empathy or oversight. A climactic showdown ensues. Deadpool's chaotic combat style contrasts with Wolverine's calculated savagery, creating a dynamic and entertaining battle. Alongside spectacular action, Deadpool peppers the fight with medicamentary, poking fun at Marvel's penchant for multiverse plots and gratuitous cameos. Resolution. Ultimately, Deadpool and Wolverine thwart Paradox's plan. With the Time Ripper destroyed, Deadpool uses his wit and fourth-wall-breaking awareness to propose a solution, resetting Logan's death in the sacred timeline to preserve their universe. Wolverine reluctantly agrees, and a bittersweet farewell follows as he sacrifices his freedom to restore balance. In a heartfelt final scene, Deadpool promises to keep Wolverine's memory alive while teasing potential crossovers. The movie closes with Deadpool returning to his world, which is now safe, albeit with his characteristic irreverence intact. Conclusion. Deadpool Wolverine, 2024, balances humor, action, and multiversal stakes. Its self-aware tone lampoons superhero cliches while delivering a surprisingly heartfelt narrative. The partnership between Deadpool and Wolverine offers comedic and emotional depth, cementing their legacy in the Marvel cinematic lore. The film opens with Deadpool addressing the audience in classic fourth-wall-breaking style. He jokes about the logistical nightmare of being included in the Marvel Cinematic Universe and teases fans about the title of the movie, which confirms Wolverine's return. Despite his over-the-top antics, Deadpool hints at the deeper stakes. His world is unraveling due to the loss of Logan, an anchor being whose self-sacrifice disrupted the balance of their universe. Deadpool sets off on a hilariously awkward mission to unearth Logan's body in a remote North Dakota graveyard. The grave-digging sequence combines slapstick comedy with biting commentary on the absurdity of resurrection plots in modern cinema. However, before he can do much, agents of the TVA interrupt. The TVA intervention. Led by Paradox, a calculating and ruthless new TVA antagonist, Deadpool is arrested for tampering with timelines and multiversal boundaries. The TVA blames him for chaos resulting from his previous time travel escapades, especially his use of Cable's time machine in Deadpool 2. Paradox delivers the bombshell revelation: Logan's death has made Deadpool's universe unstable, and it is destined to collapse within days. The TVA offers Deadpool a way out: abandon his doomed universe and join the sacred timeline. While Deadpool is initially tempted, especially by the promise of joining the Avengers, he ultimately refuses to abandon his world. Instead, Deadpool decides to track down an alternate version of Wolverine to stabilize his universe. Multiversal shenanigans, the search for Logan. Deadpool's journey through the multiverse is an extended comedic and action-packed montage. Using stolen TVA technology, he hops from one timeline to another in search of a living Wolverine. These sequences highlight Deadpool's penchant for chaos, with each timeline visit escalating in absurdity. Timeline 1, Deadpool encounters a Wolverine who wears the iconic yellow and blue costume from the comics but turns out to be a pacifist. This Wolverine hilariously refuses to fight, frustrating Deadpool. Timeline 2, he finds a Wolverine variant living peacefully with a family, only to accidentally destroy their home during an overzealous attempt to recruit him. Timeline 3, Deadpool briefly encounters a cartoonish version of Wolverine in a universe animated in 2D style, leading to some hilarious visual gags. Eventually, Deadpool stumbles upon a hardened, battle-worn Logan living in a post-apocalyptic timeline. This version of Wolverine has abandoned heroics and lives in isolation, haunted by his violent past. Reuniting the duo, Deadpool's initial attempts to convince Logan fail spectacularly, with Logan dismissing Deadpool as a nuisance. Their banter is sharp and filled with references to previous films, including a moment where Logan sarcastically mocks Deadpool's obsession with the Avengers. However, Deadpool's genuine plea, combined with his acknowledgement of Logan's legacy, strikes a chord. Wolverine reluctantly agrees to join Deadpool, though he warns that he's far from the hero he once was. The TVA showdown. Deadpool and Wolverine infiltrate the TVA headquarters in a mission to stop Paradox. Their plan involves destroying the Time Ripper, a device designed to accelerate the collapse of Deadpool's universe. The infiltration sequence blends comedy with intense action, showcasing Deadpool's chaotic energy alongside Wolverine's brutal efficiency. Paradox confronts them, revealing his true goal, to replace the TVA's current leadership and enforce his vision of multiversal control. According to Paradox, pruning timelines indiscriminately is the only way to maintain order, and Deadpool's universe serves as the perfect example of what happens when chaos is allowed to reign unchecked. The final battle. The climax is a visually stunning and emotionally charged battle. Deadpool and Wolverine take on Paradox and his army of TVA agents in a fight that spans multiple dimensions. Wolverine's savage attacks contrast with Deadpool's unpredictable combat style, creating a dynamic and thrilling sequence. As the fight progresses, Paradox gains the upper hand, forcing Deadpool and Wolverine to improvise. Deadpool, in a rare moment of seriousness, admits that he's willing to sacrifice himself to save his universe. Wolverine, however, steps in and takes the lead, using his regenerative abilities to disable the Time Ripper. The sacrifice. With the Time Ripper destroyed, Deadpool proposes a last-ditch solution, resetting the events of Logan, 2017, to ensure Wolverine's survival in the sacred timeline. This would stabilize Deadpool's universe while preserving the multiverse. Logan agrees, though it means he must leave his current timeline permanently. The farewell between Deadpool and Wolverine is surprisingly heartfelt, with Logan acknowledging Deadpool's growth and Deadpool expressing gratitude for Logan's heroism. Epilogue, Deadpool's world restored. The movie concludes with Deadpool returning to a now-stable universe. Though he jokes about the ordeal, it's clear that he has been deeply affected by Logan's sacrifice. In typical Deadpool fashion, he ends the movie with a barrage of meta-commentary, teasing future crossovers and mocking the idea of continuity in superhero films. In a mid-credits scene, Deadpool teases the possibility of forming a new team, potentially hinting at X-Force or an MCU crossover. The post-credits scene features a brief cameo from another major Marvel character, leaving fans excited for what's to come. If you enjoy watching this video, then subscribe to Angel Recaps for the latest movies explanation.